Dave the Pickup Artist.
Good evening, BC. Well, we had an interesting batch of pickups this week. Started off, I found some. You can find David Bowie's albums fairly cheap on Amazon. I got this one, Roger. This was 1979. I picked this up for about 19 bucks, which is a good price. I used to have this. I actually bought this when it came out. 79, I believe. But yeah, it's they're press from Germany. But I also found, the same day I heard about this from watching a stream, that they had Ziggy Stardust, which I didn't have. This is another whole fill. This was only $12.99. So keep an eye on Amazon if you're looking to fill your David Bowie collection, because sometimes these albums can be found cheap. I don't know how it works, but I was in a Goodwill the other day. I found
dip potato chip.
You can find a lot of alt rock CDs these days for some reason. Probably because they're not on records. You know, in the 90s they didn't press them, and a lot of the albums and records. But I found about 10 very cool alt rock CDs that I've been wanting. Now, I have a lot of alt-rock CDs, so a lot of these I have are whole fills in my collection. First one I got is Rob Zombie. You know it?
Ta-da!
The Meat Puppets. Radiohead, The Bends. Great album. Pearl Jam. In the special edition case. Didn't have this one. There were other Pearl Jam CDs in there, but I had them, so I threw them back, like the small fish, and let the other pickup artists get them.
You're a line dog for
We've got Electric Larryland. Love the album cover. Reminds me of Weasels Rip My Flesh by Frank Zappa. Thirst and More from Sonic Youth. So I haven't heard this. Taking a chance. I have heard this one. Primus. Suck on this. Their legendary live album. Don't have this. I have most of the Primus albums on CD, so glad to find this. Nirvana. Bleach. This is Nirvana before Dave Grohl.
Coronavirus!
Great album. I listened to this the other night, and this was really cool. I found 2 Helmet albums, the first one and the third one. And what's cool about this is because I do have 1 Helmet album, it's the second one, so I've got the first 3 albums now. I saw Helmet in the 90s. They actually opened for none other than Primus at the Fox Theater in Atlanta, and they melted the place. Sometimes I find oddball stuff too. I'll show this briefly. I found a Neil Young autobiography. Autobiographies are kind of hit or miss. You know, they're not going to tell you what they don't want you to know. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm going to read this. I've already started reading. I read the first chapter. I managed to convince the cashier at Goodwill that this was one DVD. This was actually a season 3 of Game of Thrones.
I am simply a trader of spices.
I looked at everything. Every disc is on here. It's got the. It's also got the Bluetooth disc, which expired, of course. But it's got the booklet. Nothing's missing from this. It was $1. As was the Neil Young book. So yeah, stuff is cheap in Florida Goodwills. I found Also, I think it was the same day I found an album I've been looking for that I can't believe I never had. Boots, Nancy Sinatra. Now, Goodwill, these records are 3 for $1, so I found this. It's in okay condition. The vinyl, I've cleaned it up a little bit. It's okay, but so I needed 2 other albums because you know they're 3 for $1. I found Doc Severinsen. Everybody my age remembers Doc Severinsen from the Johnny Carson show. Johnny used to goof on Doc for being a pothead, which is always funny. Doc was kind of like a hedonistic type character, and Johnny goofed on Ed for being an alcoholic, and he goofed on Doc for being a pothead, and it was all in fun.
Marijuana?
But yeah, I've listened to this too. It's a good album. The other one I needed, I found this one. The vinyl's in great shape, but the cover is in rough
These
condition,
millstones
I gotta
no
tell
longer
you.
mark our national mourning. These milestones, I should say, no longer mark.
And finally, today I was in Sugar Bears and found, what you believe, Nancy Sinatra, Country My Way, $2. I snagged it. Now, got a sticker on here says Jackson. Jackson is also on the Nancy and Lee album. They would put the same song on different albums if they needed filler, I think, back then. But yeah, this is great. Yeah, I think I've got about all the Nancy Sinatra now. And that's all I got, and I'll see you again real soon. Take care.